A public rally was held at Tobu headquarters to appeal to the government of India to reconsider the Indian-Myanmar border fencing and retain the free movement regime provisions of 2018. Key leaders like Manpong Konyak of the Konyak Union emphasized the historical significance of the Treaty of Yandabo and the hardships of Konyak families would face due to the border fence. The Home Guard, Civil Defense and SDRF Baptist Church in Toluvi held its Uniform Sunday on 2nd February 2025 as part of the annual program for churches under the Nagaland Police Baptist Churches Association. Pastor Aizawl delivered the main sermon while Kekrino prayed for the congregations. The event was chaired by Yimni Konyak, District Commander of HGCD and SDRF Dimapur. Nagaland Legislative Assembly Speaker Sharingan Longkumar attended the 4th Literature Festival in Kokrajhar, Assam, praising the Bodoland Territorial Council for hosting the first Literature Festival in Northeast India. He commended BTC's efforts in promoting unity and fostering cultural understanding. Longkumar emphasized the need for peace and development, encoding Nagaland CM Nifirio's message of peace for development. The NCCA Certificate Examination 2025 was successfully conducted across Nagaland, including Dimapur, Kohima, Mokokchung and Sainik School, Pongalwa. A total of 896 junior division cadets participated, showcasing their skills in drill, map reading and NCC training. Mainkar visited the Kohima Center, appreciating the cadets' dedication and encouraging them to uphold the values of NCC, unity and discipline. Trinamool Congress leader Sagarika Ghosh criticized BJP government over the lack of transparency regarding the recent stampede at the Mahakumbh Mela. Ghosh, speaking on the operations walkout, urged the government to reveal the full details of the tragedy, suggesting there may have been a second stampede and more than 30 fatalities. Nltv English Primetime is brought to you by Drum Footwear. Hello and welcome to Nltv English Primetime. This is Chanchan Kasar and now the news in detail. The Home Guard, Civil Defense and SDRF Baptist Church in Toluvi held its Uniform Sunday on 2nd main sermon while Krino prayed for the congregations. The event was chaired by M. Yimni Konyak, District Commandant of HGCD and SDRF Dimapur. The 4th edition of the Dzukou Cup football tournament was held in Zakama, Nagaland from 30 January to 1st February 2025, organized by the Indian Army and Southern Angami Sport Association. The tournament aimed to foster unity through sports under Operation Sumdhavna. In the men's football, Kirima Village defeated Vishwema Village 1-0, while Kirima also trumped in the women's final with a 2-0 victory over Mima Village. Kedal Golo, Toso and Krino were named the best male and female player respectively. The tournament also prompted cultural exchange between the local community and the Indian Army. Nagaland Legislative Assembly Speaker Sharingan Longkumar attended the 4th Literature Festival in Kokrajhar, Assam, praising the Bodoland Territorial Council for hosting the first Literature Festival in Northeast India. He commended BTC's efforts in promoting unity and fostering cultural understanding. Longkumar emphasized the need for peace and development and echoing Nagaland CM Nifirio's message of peace for development. He also thanked Assam CM Himanta Biswa Sarma for supporting the Bodoland region's progress. The Nagaland Catholic Youth Movement successfully concluded its 3-day Leaders Meet 2025 at Mount Tabor Retreat House with 63 youth leaders from across the state under the theme Meet, Greet and Inspire, a leadership gathering. The event featured sessions on Catholic faith, leadership and youth challenges, along with group discussions and reports from parishes and tribal units. The meet was celebrated by Reverend Father Dr. Jacob Charalil and Reverend Father Guatilo Alex Tapp, with key speakers sharing inspiring leadership stories. The biennial conference of the Chakisang Catholic Association took place at Holy Family Church with the theme Fight the Good Fight of Faith. The event, attended by delegates from 5 parishes in Pak District, featured a discourse on the 7 sacraments by Reverend Father Vimedu Joseph Kezo and panel discussions on building and nurturing parishes. Cultural performances added to the event, which concluded with the blessing of the newly elected CCA teams for 2025-27. A public rally was held at Tobu headquarters to appeal to the government of India to reconsider the Indo-Myanmar border fencing and retain the free movement regime provisions of 2018, chaired by Chongo Konyak, president of TASU. The rally included speeches from key leaders like Sri Manpong Konyak of the Konyak Union, who emphasized the historical significance of the Treaty of Yandabo and the hardships the Konyak families would face due to the border fence. The rally ended with memorandum submissions to ADC Tobu.
Amerika itu tadi India ada guna भी जानी रखा नहीं, बर्मा ada guna भी जानी रखा नहीं, बोले तो अमेरिका की सब दे रखा नहीं, मालूम है ताले भी सा नहीं, लेकिन नीचे हमारा लाभ बतान दो, आप पुलिस इफले मुझे लगा माती की mana से, इफले बर्मा लगा माती की mana से भी, लेकिन मौत भी भागता नहीं. Kusi mohon laga pakan maju berdai ke na bodoh na pak kursi. Aru itu laga itu tak living example itu longga bosti is. Longga bosti pas jor berdai ke na pak kuri di mati itu. Itu tu Amerikan itu ekdom hisab nokura laga काम kura sepuila. Oleh itu Amerikan itu jalan na. Oleh itu piche tu aru takan kusi takan 1834 তে আরো ভাগ করেছে, মডিফাই করেছে, 1881 তে भी মডিফাই করেছে, 1894 তে भी করেছে, 1896 তে भी করেছে, 1921 তে भी করেছে, লাস্ট এ আমেরিকান 1892 তে লাস্ট এ আমেরিকান কে করে দিয়া তো 1967 10 মার্চ তে তাকে ফাইনাল করে দিয়েছে. itu টাইম থেকে আমেরিকান লাগা কনসার্ন লো নাই, আমেরিকান যে ওটা নাই, আপনি খান লামাতি কি মন্তা গসে কি তাকে হিসাব থাকা না. Takan nije fat kuri tu na idea. Tobu mupong lama tu Burma ko lagi mencari dis. Koi kena idea tak kena ahi kena takan 2018 dah ro. Koi lagi koi kena takan free regime movement koi kena takan olay. Ami kan kita thaki se. Lupa takan nije o favorite olay se 16 kilometer tu berapa paribu. Burma lagi berapa paribu. India laga Uttarakhand भी berapa paribu.
Fencing will severely impact the livelihood of the indigenous communities living along the borders. From business happy, culture exchange pura happy aro, mola economically activities aro, public relations, socially, economically, bahage disrupt for ekta disna ase. Kili mana bahala indigenous communities point abra akhi ba one in a relation thaka ekta ase. Ito opor de mahat ito fencing lagai issue kole do. It will disrupt our traditional ways of life and ignore our rich culture heritage. Bahala ekta disrupt pura mohalla punjab naga karde ekta ina hoi jais. Ito ade bahat aji mohat protest kora ito karde purina ase. Aro moi koble mon jado. Aji mohat ito ready de chama kora do. One border sharing ekta ase between Indo-Myanmar. One ito ke 1,643 kilometers. Ina ase ito opor de tahan at least 10 kilometers disalo tahan do Indian government. Na tahan ba all of 10 kilometers has been built. Imata podai na so hindi bi mohang ke deadline kya na ito pa ito date ito khotam hobo lage ito saade ito khotam hobo deadline eko kya na. Aro one ito majide mon over 200 villages are there. Ito majide imata se to ito an chari di se mon border polai di mon la relation harai jase. Mon la mobile phai kan ba se khor mano han bi ase. Ito an ko jabo. Na ina na hobo lage. Ito kare aji mohan chama brado. Punjab citizens kan punjab naga schema ase. Don't be in a
We'll be taking a short break now. These people will get sorum kena charo. Oh, the charo. So eerie. Ah, tik chale na bohe. ठीक से मैं ठीक जाने खड़ा करे से बोला गोला ब्रेक खत्म Welcome back. Let's get back with the news. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh announced the state's initiative to rejuvenate river, lakes and wetlands, aiming to protect the environment and promote ecotourism. Speaking to the World Wetlands Day event, he emphasized ongoing restoration efforts, including projects sent to the Union Minister for funding. He also addressed encroachment issues and stated evictions notices have been issued to illegal occupants of wetland areas. The Indian Army under Operation Sadbhavna distributed sport equipments in Kangla, Sang to promote youth development and physical fitness. The event included basketball, football, cricket and other sports gear with items received by village leaders Ahinbam, Ibobi Singh and long jump Baleshwar. The army also honored local sport persons for their achievements, inspiring youth to pursue excellence. Traditional dance and martial art performances highlighted the region's rich cultural heritage. This initiative underscored the Army's commitment to communities' engagement and youth empowerment. Manipur, February 3, in successful joint operations, the Indian Army, Assam Rifle, Manipur Police and security forces recovered 10 weapons and significant war-like stores across multiple districts in Manipur. The raid targeted armed caches in Kakching, Kangpokpi, Chorchanpur and Tobu, resulting in the seizure of rifle, mortars, grenades and ammunition. The operation highlights improved coordination between security agencies. In a major crackdown, security forces in Mizoram seized drugs worth rupees 10.80 crore and arrested 4 drug peddlers. The joint operation by Assam Rifle and the Excise and Narcotic Department resulted in the recovery of 3.33 kg of Yaba tablets in Champai district valued at rupees 9.19 crore and 116.81 grams of heroin worth rupees 81.76 lakh in Luangtal district. The arrested smugglers were transporting the drugs across the Myanmar-Indian border. A 26-year-old woman, Sarah, was found dead in her hotel room at Hotel Ahimsa in Dzukou, Aizawl. Staff around her unresponsive after she locked herself inside. Police are investigating the cause of death with her funeral scheduled today. A 56-year-old non-teaching employee of Assam University in Silchar was arrested on Sunday following accusations of molesting a 14-year-old girl on the university campus. According to police, the alleged incident occurred on Friday morning. The victim, who had accompanied a relative working as a university cleaner to the campus, was waiting outside an empty classroom in the law department when the accused allegedly forced her inside and attempted to sexually assault her. Other staff members and students intervened and rescued the girl. Police have identified the accused as Farooq Amit. A FIR has been filed at the Dwarbond police stations under the Protections of Children from Sexual Offence Act and the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Act. A picnic excursion turned tragic in Umangso as a bus carrying passengers of a picnic group from Uzan Dongkra met with several accidents, leaving 42 passengers injured, including women and children, on February 2, 2025. The incident occurred while the group was en route to Umangso, causing panic and distress among the travelers. Local authorities and emergency responders rushed to the scene to provide immediate medical attendance. Further investigations are underway to determine the cause of the accident. Hills Police Station team led by Inspector Torum Mai arrested 21-year-old Nabam Lucky in Nirzuli and seized 6 grams of suspected heroin. The operation under SDPO Sri Rishi Longdo's supervisions followed a drift chase and resulted in the recovery of 4 vials of heroin. A case has been filed under the NDPS Act and investigations are underway. Authorities are investigating possible link to larger drug network as part of the ongoing Operations Dawn 2.0 aimed at combating drug-related crimes. The Superintendent of Police emphasized the need for public vigilance in combating drug trafficking in the region. Tripura police arrested two Rohingya nationals, MD Rafiq and Umar Farooq, near Jamchumuni in Sepal Jilla district while they attempted to cross the Bangladesh-Indian border. The duo, originally from a refugee camp in Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh, had been working in Delhi and Jammu and Kashmir before attempting to return to Bangladesh. Police detained them after a tip-off and are investigating further. Tripura Finance Minister Pranajit Singh Roy praised the Union Budget 2025, calling it development-oriented and beneficial for the Northeast region. He highlighted that 47% of the budget allocations is dedicated to the Northeast and emphasized provisions for MSMEs, agriculture and the middle class. Singh Roy also welcomed initiatives like the Jal Jeevan missions and cancer centers in every district and thanked Prime Minister Modi and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman for their focus on inclusivity and progress. A tragic collision between an SUV and a truck on the Varanasi-Nagar highway claimed 6 lives and left 3 others injured on Sunday evening. The truck crossed the divider and collided head-on with a Hyundai Creta car. Among the deceased are 4 car occupants, the truck driver and another driver. 2 women and a man were severely injured and have been referred to the higher medical facility. The cause of the accident is under investigation.
में कुल 6 लोग की मृत्यु हुई है, जिसमें से 4 लोग क्रेटा सवार थे। साथ ही साथ जो हाईवा जो चला रहा था ट्रक ड्राइवर, उसकी मृत्यु हो गई है और साथ में यहाँ पे जो लोकल में ट्रक खड़ा हुआ था जिसका ड्राइवर रोड क्रॉस कर रहा था, उसकी मृत्यु हुई है और 3 लोग घायल थे, गंभीर घायल हैं, जिनको तुरंत से जो जिला अस्पताल ओडी में भेजा गया है और वहाँ पर
The Lok Sabha session began with MPs raising concerns over the Kumbh stampede that claimed 30 lives and injured 60 on January 29. Speaker Om Birla intervened, requesting legislators not to raise the issue during question hour.
आप रख सकते हैं प्रश्नकाल सबसे महत्वपूर्ण समय होता है, माननीय सदस्यों का समय होता है और बहुत प्रयास करने के बाद माननीय सदस्यों का प्रश्न आता है, सरकार की जवाबदेही भी तय होती है। इस महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर कई बार चर्चा हो चुकी है और मैं आपसे कई बार आग्रह कर चुका हूं, माननीय सदस्यगण कम से कम एक व्यवस्था बना लें, एक व्यवस्था बना लें कि प्रश्नकाल के अंदर कभी भी विषय को नहीं उठाने दिया जाएगा। जब मैं आपका स्थगन को अलाउ नहीं करूं तब विषय उठाया करो। कभी हम संसद की व्यवस्थाओं को तो बनाएं। आप सदन नहीं चलाना चाहते, चर्चा नहीं करना चाहते, माननीय सदस्य।
So thank you, Speaker sir. Question number 1, which you have my supplementary card. While the National Culture Fund has successfully facilitated the restoration of numerous historic monuments across the country, I would like to bring attention to Gupti Fort, located in my constituency of Anantapur, sir. This majestic fort, the largest in the state, has witnessed the rise and fall of empires from the Chalukyas to the Vijayanagar Empire, the Mughals and the Marathas, sir, and even the British. Strategically located near NS 44, NS 67 and the Gupti railway station junction, sir. It holds immense potential to become a key tourism hub. However, the fort is currently in a state of neglect. A proposal of 60 crore for its restoration has already been submitted under the NCF ethics remaining pending, sir. I would like to ask the Honorable Minister if the government will take up this project at the earliest and expedite its approval to ensure the timely restoration of Gupti Fort, sir. Thank you, sir.
माननीय मंत्री जी।
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, under the provisions of National Culture Fund,
The financial arrangements are being done by the donations what we receive.
A Swiggy delivery boy was found dead in a roadside water pit with the food he was supposed to deliver. Authorities are investigating the unclear circumstances of the accident, with CCTV footage being reviewed. No prior complaints had been filed regarding his disappearance. Three men have been arrested in connection with the murder of a 22-year-old Dalit woman whose body was found in a canal near her village. Police identified the suspect after analyzing CCTV footage and other evidence. The woman had been missing since Thursday and her body showed signs of several violence, including missing eye and fractures.
हम लोगों ने 4 टीमों का गठन किया था, जिन्होंने सीसीटीवी फुटेज, टेक्निकल सर्विलांस, मुखबिर से प्राप्त सूचना व वैज्ञानिक साक्ष्य संकलन के आधार पर जीरो इन करते हुए घटना का सफल अनावरण करते हुए 3 अभियुक्तों को गिरफ्तार किया, जिनमें हरिराम कोरी, विजय साहू व दिग्विजय सिंह इन्वॉल्व हैं। तीनों ने जुर्म में अपनी स्वीकारोक्ति कबूल की है। अग्रिम हमारी विवेचनात्मक कार्रवाई हम लोगों ने 4 टीमों का गठन किया था, जिन्होंने सीसीटीवी फुटेज, टेक्निकल सर्विलांस, मुखबिर से प्राप्त सूचना व वैज्ञानिक साक्ष्य संकलन के आधार पर जीरो इन करते हुए घटना का सफल अनावरण करते हुए 3 अभियुक्तों को गिरफ्तार किया, जिनमें हरिराम कोरी, विजय साहू व दिग्विजय सिंह इन्वॉल्व हैं।
The Supreme Court declined to hear a public interest litigation seeking specific guidelines to ensure safety at the Mahakumbh following a deadly stampede in Prayagraj that killed 30 people. The court directed the petitioners to approach the Allahabad High Court, noting that the judicial inquiry was already underway. Ayan Khan, the son of senior Congress leader Shakil Ahmed Khan, was found dead at his father's residence in Patna on Monday. Police reported that a 22-year-old body was discovered hanging from a ceiling fan. The cause of death is under investigation, though initial reports suggest that it may have been a suicide. Leaders from both Congress and BJP expressed their condolences.
हम लोगों ने सुना सुबह में कि ऐसा हो गया, अयान के साथ उसने सुसाइड कर ली है, तो काफ़ी मर्माहत, काफ़ी दुखी, और मैं समझता हूँ इससे बड़ी घटना तो कुछ हो नहीं सकती एक परिवार के लिए। अब हम लोग के परिवार के सदस्य जैसे हम लोग हैं, शकील साहब के और उनके बच्चे ने ऐसा डिसीजन ले लिया, कैसे ये घटना हो गई। इतना होनहार लड़का, कभी कोई स्ट्रेस नहीं, संस्कारी, मिलना जुलना सबसे, और क्या ऐसी बात हो गई कि ऐसे डिसीजन उसने ले लिए। काफ़ी मर्माहत है, पूरा शोकाकुल परिवार है। हम अपनी शोक संवेदना व्यक्त कर सकते हैं। सब्र दे परिवार को भगवान। ऐसे समय में हम लोगों को तो सुबह में पता चली ये बात कि ऐसी घटना हो गई है, तो आप देखिए तमाम लोग यहाँ जो हैं, कलीग हैं जो कांग्रेस से, सारे लोग आ रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं। अभी तो ऊपर गए थे तो डीजीपी वगैरह सब ऊपर में थे, पुलिस ऑफिशियल्स और भी लोग आए थे जो इनके मिलने जुलने वाले लोग। जो सुन रहा है इस घटना को वो बिल्कुल मर्माहित है।
दुखद है, शकील खान साहब के लड़के अयान ने सुसाइड किया है। दरवाज़ा तोड़कर जब उसको देखा गया तो बहुत दुखद स्थिति थी। शकील खान साहब यहाँ पे हैं भी नहीं, और बच्चे का एग्ज़ाम था, पढ़ाई में भी तेज था। लगता है पढ़ाई का बहुत दबाव रहा होगा, कोई ऐसी दुश्वारी नहीं थी। शकील खान साहब बहुत नेक शरीफ आदमी है। ये दुख की घड़ी में हम लोग शकील खान साहब।
A civil police officer, Shyam Prasad, 44, died after illegally being assaulted by notorious criminal Jibin George in Kottayam. The incident occurred at a warside eatery when Prasad intervened in a ruckus caused by Jibin. The officer collapsed after the attack and succumbed to his injuries on the way to the hospital. Jibin, who had multiple criminal cases, was arrested by police as he tried to flee. A joint operation by Bokaro Police, CRPF, Jharkhand, Jaguar and local forces resulted in the recovery of an AK-47 rifle, 90 rounds of ammunition, 4 IEDs and a pen drive card reader encased in the Operaghurt area. The raid following a January 22 gunfight that killed 2 naxals is part of the ongoing crackdown on naxalism.
रात को हम लोग को सूचना मिला था कि जो हम लोग का ऑपरेशन हुआ था 22 तारीख को, उसमें एक नक्सली जो भागा हुआ था, तो उसने देगागारा का एक जंगल में अपना वेपन को छुपा के वो अपना वर्दी छुपा के सिविल ड्रेस पहन के वो भागा। तो उसको आलोक में कल हम लोगों ने एक जॉइंट सर्च ऑपरेशन विद सीआरपीएफ और झारखंड जगुआर और जो हम लोग का डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुलिस है एसडीपीओ बेरमो के नेतृत्व में हम लोगों ने एक सर्च ऑपरेशन किए और सर्च के दौरान डेगागारा गांव से करीब 200 मीटर की दूरी पे जो जंगल है डेगागारा में चट्टान के नीचे उसका छुपाया हुआ जो AK-47 है अलॉन्ग विद 90 राउंड्स एमोंग उसके साथ साथ उसका जो एम्यूनिशन रखने वाला जो उनका जैकेट वगैरह और उनका वर्दी और जो डेली यूजेस में
Prime Minister Narendra Modi wished attendees at the Mahakumbh Abhishekam ceremony of Sri Sanatan Dharma Alayam in Jakarta, Indonesia via video message. He extended greetings to Indonesia President Prabowo Subianto, the temple trustees and the Indian diaspora. PM Modi emphasized the strong bond between India and Indonesia, praising the temple's constructions and the joint cultural ties between the two nations.
है कि मैं जकार्ता के मुरुगन टेम्पल के महाकुंभ अभिषेकम जैसे पुनीत कार्यक्रम का हिस्सा बन रहा हूं। माय ब्रदर, मेरा मन भक्तों को जकार्ता टेम्पल के महाकुंभ अभिषेकम की बधाई देता हूं। साथियों, भारत और इंडोनेशिया के लोगों के लिए हमारे रिश्ते सिर्फ जियोपॉलिटिकल नहीं है, हम हजारों वर्ष पुरानी संस्कृति से जुड़े हैं, हम हजारों वर्ष पुराने इतिहास से जुड़े हैं। हमारा संबंध विरासत का है, विज्ञान का है, विश्वास का है। हमारा संबंध
Defense Minister Rajnath Singh campaigning for BJP's Umang Bajaj in Rajendra Nagar slammed AAP and Congress for hindering Delhi's development. He stressed BJP's need for a change to serve Delhi, accusing the two parties of stalling progress. With Delhi's high-stakes election approaching on February 5, the BJP aims to reclaim power after over 25 years.
दिल्ली के साथ सबसे बड़ी विडंबना यह रही है कि लगातार पिछले 25 वर्षों से यहां पर या तो कांग्रेस की सरकार रही है अथवा आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार रही है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी को दिल्ली की सेवा करने का जो अवसर मिलना चाहिए था वो नहीं मिल पाया। अब हम 21वीं सदी में प्रवेश कर चुके हैं, लेकिन 21वीं सदी में मैं कह सकता हूं कि कांग्रेस और आम आदमी की पार्टी की सरकार होने के कारण दिल्ली वालों ने जैसा विकास
The National Investigation Agency raided the residence of Baba Farukhuddin in Mandamangur in Monday, suspecting links to the banned terrorist group. During the raid, officials seized pen drives, bank records, and other documents. Farukhuddin was arrested and taken for further questionings in Chennai. This follows the previous raid in 2022 with ongoing searches across Tamil Nadu. AAP leader Arvind Kejriwal announced that his party has developed quick actions team and distributed spy and body cams in slum areas to prevent electoral malpractices by the BJP. Kejriwal claimed that AAP is hearing for a historic victory while BJP will face its worst defeat. He also accused BJP of planning to misuse the Delhi police and threaten voters.
पूरी दिल्ली के माहौल से ये तो साफ हो गया है कि आम आदमी पार्टी ऐतिहासिक जीत की तरफ बढ़ रही है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने एग्जिस्टेंस के सबसे बुरी हार की तरफ बढ़ रही है। तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी जाहिर तौर पे कुछ भी करेगी। जो बीजेपी के अंदर से खबरें आ रही हैं कि वो दिल्ली पुलिस का बेजा इस्तेमाल करने वाली है, सारे कानून संविधान एक तरफ ताक पे रख के दिल्ली पुलिस को पूरी गुंडई पे उतारा जाएगा। ये अपने खूब सारे गुंडों का इस्तेमाल करके लोगों को डराएंगे, धमकाएंगे, सब कुछ करेंगे। आम आदमी पार्टी ने बहुत बड़े स्तर के ऊपर ये सारी गुंडागर्दी रोकने का इंतजाम किया है। पूरे दिल्ली के अंदर जगह जगह झुग्गियों में स्पाई कैम और बॉडी कैम दिए जा रहे हैं। बॉडी कैमरा होता है जिससे पता चल जाए, जिससे सारी रिकॉर्डिंग हो जाती है। स्पाई कैम हो जाता है छुपा हुआ कैमरा होता है, स्पाई कैम जासूसी कैमरा होता है। ये सारे कैमरे जगह जगह पूरे दिल्ली के झुग्गी बस्तियों के अंदर और गरीब तबकों के अंदर बांट दिए गए हैं। वॉलंटियर्स को, कार्यकर्ताओं को और समर्थकों को दे दिए गए हैं। अगर भारतीय जनता पार्टी कुछ भी करती है।
Trinamool Congress leader Sagarika Ghosh criticized BJP government over the lack of transparency regarding the recent stampede at the Maha Kumbh Mela. Ghosh, speaking on the opposition's walkout, urged the government to reveal the full details of the tragedy, suggesting there may have been a second stampede and more than 30 fatalities. Opposition parties have called for discussions, but the government has not provided the full extent to the incident.
We want the truth on what happened at the Kumbh Mela. Evidence is coming out that there was not just one stampede, there was a second stampede. Investigative journalists are saying that it's not just 30 people who have died, but many more have died. We want answers from this government. We gave a notice. All of us opposition parties gave notices under Rule 267 that we want a discussion on the tragedy of the Kumbh Mela. We want the truth on what happened in the Kumbh Mela. The Modi government is refusing, the BJP government is refusing to give us the truth on what happened at the Kumbh Mela. How many have died? This is a crime. Why is the government not telling us how many have died?
The water bird populations in Pabitra Wildlife Sanctuary has surged by over 50%, reaching nearly 11,000 according to the Asian water bird census. The survey conducted on January 18 recorded 10,933 water birds of 56 species, up from 7,225 in 2024. The census revealed that 80% of the birds were migratory, with the Temuliduva wetland playing a vital role in supporting biodiversity. The Sri Lanka Navy arrested 10 Indian fishermen on Monday after illegally crossing the maritime boundary near Mannar. The crew, including fishermen Katnur, Efrain, Drone and Prasad, was detained after their boat strayed into Sri Lanka waters. The fishermen had departed from Mandapam with valid permits. They will be presented before the Manipur court after interrogations. In response, fishermen from Rameshwaram have announced a one-day strike. Lieutenant General Batu Shering, Chief Operator Officer of the Royal Bhutan Army, began his 6-day visit to India on Saturday, strengthening bilateral military ties. On Monday, he received a Guard of Honor in Delhi and led a raid at the National War Ceremony. He met with Indian Army Chief General Upendra Trivedi and will hold talks with top officials including NSA Ajit Doval and CDS General Anil Chauhan. Lieutenant General Chiring's visit focused on enhancing defense collaborations and exploring new avenues for cooperation. The 67th Grammy Awards held at Crypto.com Arena featured a tribute to Los Angeles following devastating wildfires. Hosted by Trevor Noah, the ceremony saw performances by John Legend, Sheryl Crow, and others. The event raised over $2 million for wildfire relief efforts. Grandmaster R. Praggnanandhaa trumped over world champion D. Gugesh 2-1 in a thrilling tiebreaker to claim the Tata Steel Masters chess title. Both players ended the final round with 8.5 points, but despite losses in the last round, they advanced to their tie-breaking. After a dramatic series of games, Praggnanandhaa capitalized on Gugesh's blunders to steal his first Masters victory. His marked Gugesh's second consecutive year of finishing first but losing in the tie-breaking. India dominated Togo 4-0 in their Davis Cup tie at the Delta Complex, stealing a place in 2025 World Group 1 playoff. After commanding 2-0 lead on day 1, N. Sriram Balaji and Ritvik Chaudhary steal the win with a 6-2, 6-1 double victory. The BCCI announced a ₹5 crore cash award for the Indian U19 women's team after their dominant victory in the ICC Women's U19 T20 World Cup 2025. India bat South Africa by 9 wickets, securing the title for the second consecutive year. Captain Nikki Prasad led an unbeaten campaign with standout performances from G. Trisha, who had named player of the tournament, and spinner Vaishnavi Sharma and Ayush Shukla. The victory highlights India's growing strength in women's cricket, backed by BCCI's strong grassroots structure. Nltv English Prime Time has been brought to you by Trump Footwear. That is all for the Nltv English Prime Time. For more news and updates, keep watching Nagaland TV.